You slap Shane. You sent your own. Shane started when he did all that work, and you're like, you know what, Shane?
No,
we're not using that one. We use.
I didn't know which one to join.
Yeah, he booted me right out. I come back and it's a 404 error. I'm like, what?
I love it.
I'm like, this guy has to title the recording himself. Can you believe it?
I love it.
Yeah, I do. I've got a system.
Welcome to another episode of Five Idiots Talking Toys. We are back from our trip down south, west, north. We came from all over the place to meet up in Nashville as we do once every year. And we're back and we're going to do a little wrap up here. We were at the ICCC, the convention that happens every year in Nashville, Tennessee for sci-fi, for Star Wars, for vintage modern toys, for collectibles, for special guests from all the franchises and movies and Star Wars in particular that we like. So let's bring the boys in now and let's rehash the doings. Daddy is here. Hi, Daddy.
Thank you for having me on.
You're welcome. Thank you for being here.
Yep.
This microphone is putting a shadow on my face. Can't have that. Christopher, any shadows on your face? Hi, Daddy.
Whatever happened to Daddy this year? I thought he was going to go to the show.
Couldn't find him.
Was he there or was he not there?
I don't think so. He would have messaged us and said he was there.
I think so, yeah. John is here.
Pissed, John.
He's still pissed off?
So it's been over a week now.
It's been over a week. Well, do we want to bring him in next or should I bring in Brandon?
Bring in Brandon because I'm scared of John.
Well, we have to see John laughing at your comment. All right, now we can bring Brandon in.
Jesus.
Good Lord, that connection.
Sounds like an alien over there.
I thought it sounded like an Annie from, don't you guys, isn't everybody in New York talk like that?
Oh, God, what's going on over there now?
I love it. I love it.
Don't you just love how much money we put into this show?
I want your microphone to be as worse as possible.
Shane, kick him out. Kick him out, Shane.
Recite the Gettysburg Address. Let's see how that sounds.
He needs to leave.
All right, John is in the house. John, how are you feeling this week?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, you're gone. You're gone too, buddy. He's pissed off. Brandon sounds like crap. John's still in a bad mood. It's been 2 weeks.
John looks like crap.
Remember there was that question a couple weeks ago of who's the boss of this show?
Yeah, you know what?
It's Charles.
No, me.
Charles is kicking everybody off the show.
Brandon he can't even speak into his microphone. It doesn't even work. John is in the worst mood. He's actually in a worse mood this week than he was last week.
I mean,
how do you think he feels after getting kicked off? Is he improving?
I'm looking at him. He's actually smiling.
I think we need to change the show to Tits. 3 Idiots Talking Toys.
All right, he's back. He's actually smiling. So
yeah, we're trying to cheer him up.
All
right, Brandon.
Let's get him.
Did you pull the microphone out of your rear end? And
I did.
Oh my God!
No.
What did you have for dinner tonight?
It's the same recording we did episode. How is this different?
John, that's the beginning of the episode right there.
Chris went to make a new drink, and Brandon's microphone fell into it.
I don't understand. Like, did it fall into the ocean and he dove in to get it? Like, what happened here?
He was trying to make fish tacos. He was looking for fish. His
Now
microphone fell into the ocean.
Brandon's pissed.
What about now?
So much
I think
better.
it's your internet connection.
It's really great.
It's on the
The
internet.
same one that I had earlier.
It's
Yeah.
his microphone.
It's getting much better.
No, you hear how his voice is sped up?
Yeah, sounds so good.
Much better.
Wait, it's my fault. I realized what happened. We weren't in the circles. We got to be in the circles.
Oh, for it to work.
Right.
It's part of the new programming. That's
Right.
all.
I wish we could put Brandon right in the middle like a giant circle. That'd be a good layout. Got to figure out how to do that.
Well, he is the boss of the show now, so.
Wait
So-
a minute. Is there ways that you can move stuff?
So I monitor all the YouTube comments. Someone commented that Charles is flapping his gums. I hear him eating so loud. I watched the video 3 times, not one sound.
I love it.
I'm gonna call that guy out. You're lying. He's
Was it
lying.
Juan Carlos?
No.
I actually agree with that guy. That Charles was flapping his gums the whole time.
I watched that video 3 different times. There wasn't a sound from my mouth.
But you chew
was
with your
so
mouth
silent.
open like a cow eating grass, hazing on a field.
You can't hear it though. You may see it. You can't hear it.
He's grazing. He's always grazing.
If he's eating late July, we don't want to see the late July in your mouth while it's being eaten.
There he is.
There he is. Pissed.
Try it now, Brandon.
He threw his microphone away.
I wish.
Okay.
Ah, okay.
Much better.
That is better.
What'd you do?
What the hell just happened?
Where did he go?
What the hell just happened?
It's Charles. What do you think?
No, he's not even in the room
No,
anymore.
he's not even in the green room. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
What the heck?
How's this? Is
Oh,
this
here
better?
he comes. Here he comes.
Oh
There
my
he is.
God, back.
Try it now.
No, Shane, that's not good.
That's not good? I thought that was going to be good.
Fuck you, Charles. He's laughing, but next week he's not going to have any fucking access to this anymore.
I'll always have access.
Not when we change the password.
Daddy. All right, enough fooling around with this new application where this new latest version. All right. Wrap up. I got down there on Wednesday afternoon. The show started on Thursday.
Crazy.
You guys got down there. Well, the 3 of you got there pretty early on Thursday, and John, you got there like mid-morning pretty early.
I mean, you would think with all the talking we do every day that we would know that Charles and I landed. I don't know how this is possible. We landed at the exact same time Brandon landed at the airport from California.
Yeah.
Because he texted us and he was like, "Where are you guys? When are you landed?" I'm like, "We just landed." And he goes, "Well, I'm at the airport." And I'm like, "We're at the airport." And he's like, "I'm at the baggage claim." I'm like, "We're walking through the baggage claim." And then he's standing there picking up his bags.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it was really strange.
But he took a much earlier, a crazy earlier flight because he's coming from the West Coast, so he lost 2 hours time zone wise, and then he's getting there the same time you flew 2 hours from New York. So
Who's he yelling at?
the microphone guy, he just had his microphone fixed.
Yeah,
Who you yelling at?
his tech guy.
The tech guy.
IT. Yeah, so Brandon, you must have left at like 2 o'clock in the morning. When did you leave?
Charles and I left at 4 a.m.
Brandon had to leave at like midnight.
11 night before.
Oh my God. You were up since 11, or you slept on the plane probably, right?
Oh hell yeah, I can sleep anywhere.
Oh my God, I can't sleep on
I can sleep like John can poop. John can poop anywhere. I can sleep anywhere.
I can't sleep on a plane. I just can't.
No. I enjoy flying, so
Chris and Charles are so nervous that the plane's going to fall out of the sky, like they can do anything about it.
No, Brandon, I'm hoping it falls out of the sky. Different.
We were on a Boeing plane. Of course, I was nervous. I was petrified.
Charles wants to live so bad. He wants to just be alive forever.
I want to be on an Airbus, not a Boeing.
And one of Charles is like, "Oh, I got Southwest. Yeah, no Boeing." I was like,
Yeah, no
again,
Boeing.
they are exclusive to Boeing."
Hey, Brandon, I f***ed up. All right.
Southwest really is so crappy with how they do the standing at the line thing. Like,
I've never seen that before.
so Charles and I were standing there. It's like 5:30 in the morning. We're getting ready to board the plane, and it starts at number 30. And I think I was 33 and Charles was 34, or vice versa. So this guy comes up to us and goes, "What number are you?" I don't even look at him. I don't pay attention. I don't look at him. I keep my head down at all times, basically saying, "Leave me the f- alone."
Do you have earbuds in, or you're just a clear?
I was just completely ignoring him. Charles goes, "We're 33 and 34," and the guy goes, "Oh, I'm before you." And then
Wasn't he like 32?
32? And I'm like, oh my God. I go, this is why Southwest is so dumb.
Please step in front of us, Your Royal Highness.
He thought he was king of the hill.
Yeah, and that's Charles. Charles, like, this guy thinks he's a king and he's one number before us.
Oh my God. Well, I had a nice flight in because I had United. I had my own TV. It looked like a brand new plane. It was like everything was brand new. And I watched a majority of a movie. You could never finish a movie on a 2-hour flight. But
wait, you have your own TV on United?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's really nice. The seats were comfortable, and you actually can get a drink without having to pay for it, like Spirit. It's amazing. John, how was your drive in?
It was nice. I took a different route to Nashville than I normally take, and it was through the mountains, and it was nice and quiet. And I was about the only person on the road until I got to Interstate 40. So it was really nice.
Yeah.
He's so pissed.
John loves the mountains.
He's still so pissed.
He lives near the mountains. He drives through the mountains. It's the mountainous part of Georgia, you said, right?
And he
Love the mountains.
Yeah. He shits in the mountains?
Yeah.
How many times did he shit on the way there?
I took one dump.
Do you actually? Oh my God! You actually have to stop and go to the bathroom?
It's 3-hour drive, and this guy's
Oh,
dumping.
I
It's
would
the
never.
Red Bull. It's the Red Bull.
You haven't lived until you've woken up to the crack of a fresh sugar-free Red Bull in your room. Let me tell you.
Shane, what was that story? Like, John was so sick the whole trip, and then like he just like cracks a Red Bull at like 5 a.m.
Well,
and
Shane's sleeping, and John goes, "Oh, I'm so thirsty," and all of a sudden you hear, whoosh.
That's pretty accurate, right, John?
And it's just
He's like,
John.
he
And
goes,
it's John
"Time for my coffee, crack."
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody was pretty much raring to go. I mean, you guys had just got off a flight. John comes in. I mean, we went for breakfast on the early side. I didn't go anywhere the night before, so I was ready to get up and get going. So that was a good morning. We went for breakfast every morning. That was a lot of fun. We went to
That was fun, yeah.
Cracker Barrel twice, and then we switched it up, and we ended up going to another place 3 times. It was really good food.
I am glad that we didn't go to Waffle House because, like, remember when we would sit down, our elbows would slide out like this from all the grease everywhere?
So gross.
So gross.
And I mean, the food is okay. Like, we were happy with it the first year or two, and
Yeah,
then we went,
it's not bad.
and it was just like you put your arms down, and you're like, "Oh, what the?"
Yeah.
You know, they don't clean
Who's
the tables.
Brennan yelling at?
It's Halloween early over here.
Uh-oh.
Let's get him full picture.
Where's Luigi?
Luigi?
Oh, I missed it. Here, hold on. There we go.
Hey!
I'm by myself here with the kids, and it's a free for all going on in my house right now. So
Does Luigi have a big booty, or Is that just a?
He's got a big
food?
belly.
Big belly. Oh, geez, he does.
It's actually really weird because Grayson got a Mario costume.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's funny.
that's who I'm gonna be.
That's what you're gonna
You're
be.
Oh, you're gonna be Mario.
Mommy gonna be poo poo.
Yeah. All right.
What?
Go inside. See you later.
You,
See you later.
you listen to me.
Who are you
So,
talking to,
Brandon.
John? You talking to John?
So Brandon,
Talking to John.
the last time he was on, all the commenters loved it. They loved that he was just
They loved-
motherfucking everybody. he was
Yeah,
he was
Tommy.
shitting on everybody.
Good Lord. We can't bleep you, Charles, when it's live. There's a child here.
All right. Go inside. Go inside.
Where is he? Where is he?
If you watch the last episode he was on, he cursed more than I do.
I know.
All right. Go inside.
I'm gonna hit your shiny pants.
All right. Go back inside.
I'm gonna eat your butthole.
All right. Go back
I'm gonna
okay.
And Brandon's on mute.
Oh, back to the recap.
Back to the recap. So we went out for breakfast the first morning, and then pretty much the show started, right? We got back and the show started, and we were able to get in there and take it all in.
Yeah, Thursday. I'm actually. I like that it started Thursday. Actually, I like the Thursday to Sunday, but Thursday was very dead. It was very. It was very quiet there, but it was better because it was just more of us, more of the VIP,
More room.
more room. You were able to go walk around and see everything, get autographs if you wanted them, which Brandon didn't do, but you could
Right.
do. That was the whole point.
Yeah, I mean, if you're somebody who is interested in the autographs, interested in the toys, interested in the vendor hall, the first day is a great day to go because it's a
Always.
weekday. It used to be the Friday. That was the slower of the 3 days as well. But Thursday, you get there. I mean, you can get around to these celebrities much easier. You can get around to the tables when they're full before they've sold, half their stuff. And, that's a nice, calm experience.
Mhm.
I think they limit the number
I
of
would
tickets they
recommend-
sell.
I would recommend Thursdays to anybody that goes to a future one. It's just a
Yeah.
lot quieter.
Yeah.
I mean, Fagan had a nice booth set up. I know he looked like he did very well, and Matthew Johnson had his booth usual. He usually shares one with Mike Stafford, but he wasn't there this year. But they looked like they were busy, and Ross from CAS was there, and
Yeah.
he was taking all the submissions, wearing his pink shorts again.
They were more of like an apricot, I think.
Oh, apricot. Okay.
Apricot shorts, I believe.
What did we do Thursday night? Is that the Mexican place?
Yeah.
I think that's the source of my.
No, Thursday night was a night you went to bed at
Food
like 8
poisoning.
o'clock, Charles.
No.
Oh, Charles slept
Oh,
so
stop.
Oh my
much
God.
on this trip.
No,
Yeah,
he
Friday
thought he
night.
was on a normal vacation. He was
We
sleeping
did
wherever he
Mexican
could.
Friday night. Thursday night, Charles went to bed
Yeah.
at like 8 o'clock and told everyone he was sick.
I was sick.
Okay,
was,
but you
No, we
were
went
at
to eat Mexican food Thursday night.
Friday
We did.
night.
No, Friday night.
Friday night.
What did we eat Thursday night?
Mexican food.
Agave.
We were at the restaurant Thursday night.
Correct.
Yeah, we were.
Oh, Thursday night?
We watched football.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So isn't that the same day, though, that Charles took a nap at 3 p.m. for 2 hours?
Yeah.
And then he woke up, and 3 hours later, he went to bed.
Charles was napping the whole time.
Yeah.
He literally slept more on this trip than I do all week at home.
Yeah. I think there's something wrong with him.
He slept more on that Thursday than he does on a 12-hour shift.
So
Yeah. Usually he sleeps in his car.
you know how John says he works a lot? I work a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charles works a lot.
I was tired.
He's tired.
So Charles tells
You were
everyone
pretty
that
fresh,
he's-
though. He was pretty fresh the rest of the trip. I'll give him
He
that.
tells everyone that he's sick. He doesn't feel well. He goes
I
to
was
bed,
sick.
and then he wakes up the next morning and goes to the gym and works out. And I'm like, do you understand that that's like the opposite of what you should be doing right now?
So
I'm going for a run.
I don't want to tell someone I'm rooming with. I 100% think I had COVID.
Oh God.
I had a fever. I was sweating. I was dying. But I'm still gonna work out.
And you're still putting your fingers in the guacamole at Agave's.
Well, no, let's get it right. He refused to eat the guacamole. He was putting his fingers in the avocado dip. Right?
Isn't that the same thing?
What kind of Mexican restaurant offers avocado dip and guacamole?
So they can make more money.
Weird.
I mean, I guess like my son thinks he loves guacamole, but all he likes is avocados and tortilla chips.
Well, Charles was ordering. He was continuing his female drink addiction and ordering sangria
at the sangria margaritas.
Yeah,
sangria.
They were so good.
Guy orders 3 sangria margaritas. We're there for 1 hour.
Sangria
pounding wine and lime and tequila.
He was pounding more high noons than a sorority party, so I don't know.
Yeah. He was picking out every different skinny can drink, and the female bartender, she was railing on him so bad.
He needs to be fired. She needs to be fired.
I need a black cherry seltzer.
I didn't want coconut. I want black cherry.
He was like, "Is that a iced tea and a lemonade and a hibiscus mixed together? Oh, I'll have that one."
She was probably like one of the most nastiest freaking bartenders. She hated if anyone ordered anything other than a beer or like whiskey. If you wanted anything other, she thought you were like a loser.
A loser, yeah.
She was in a hotel full of losers.
I was going to say, I got the impression that she probably just hated working that night because she was in a hotel full of losers that night.
Well, that makes me think of the story of Charles when we first got there. He's just announcing to everyone outside of the hotel and convention.
Oh
we get into the Uber. We get a waitress for breakfast.
Nerds
everywhere. Just get ready for a weekend full of nerds.
Huge nerd convention.
Not only that, Shane. Nerds. I'm a size medium. You're a size XXX.
I wear a size medium. Look at these nerds.
This shirt is medium. And last year when I came, it was large.
Out of all the years, this was one of the worst years of like, if you had to like analyze the person and if they're a nerd or not, this year was.
There was a high nerd ratio. Like there was less general public. Like I've got nothing to do on a Sunday and I heard about this thing. This year it was like the people who belong there.
Yes.
Yeah. Like us.
Losers.
That's why I was hiding in my room by myself.
That's why he was sick.
I did have the most fun though this year at the show, but because we all finally hung out and went out. Like this was the first year we actually left the hotel and went out and like had fun.
Yeah.
And we had so much fun.
Thursday night we went
Mexican.
Thursday night we went to the Mexican. Yeah. Okay, so we were sitting outside, and we were sitting outside with like a huge group, and Michael Havens was sitting there, taking a break from the show, and we got to hang with him for a few, and just usually you just see him running around, so you don't really get to chat with him. So it was just nice people coming and going, joining our big group of tables that we pushed together, and then it was like we're sitting there drinking, pounding beers. And I'm like, are we eating dinner tonight? Are we eating anything? And I said, let's get out of here. And I think Kyle said there's a good Mexican restaurant, but it closes in 1 minute.
I love Kyle.
And I'm like, well, Mexican sounds really good. Let me Google that. And so we found another place that was open for another hour, and we just jumped in Ubers or whatever, cars, whatever. And
No,
had a
we
ball
jumped
there.
we jumped in Matt and Eve's car, and remember, because the next day you were wondering where your second pass was.
Yes, correct. We had a ball at the Mexican place, though. I mean, the place was like empty. We took it over.
Yeah, you got so drunk that you left your second pass behind, the one that wasn't even supposed, your club pass.
Not only that, but Shane loves to get a bill when there's 18 people sitting down, and he loves to secretly order food. And when they go, "Oh my God, are you getting a separate bill?" No, just do it for everybody. Just do it for everybody.
Yeah.
So all this extra stuff that he's getting, it's billed to everybody.
Right. And we're talking about guacamole, and everybody was knuckle deep in the guacamole, just shoveling it into their mouths.
Shane, you ordered numerous guacamoles when the guacamole was done. Like, no one wanted it. And you were still like, yeah, bring us more. Seven more.
No, what happened
they all wound up on Matt Neef's bill.
Matt Neef's bill.
Yeah, I owe him for some guacamole. I ordered avocado dip because it was the first thing I saw, and I was like, I'm hungry. Like let's get some avocado dip on the table before we look at these menus. And then I find out there's real guacamole. I'm like, what? So I ordered 2 guacamoles.
I don't know why they do that. I don't know why there's avocado and like guacamole. Like,
it was all good, but the guacamole was way better.
That's what we
want. But then we go through the menu, and everybody's picking out 12, 14,
Here we go.
$50, $16 entrees. This is a regular Mexican place. This is not in Manhattan. This is not in Las Vegas on the Strip. Charles orders a $29.25 dinner. It came on a pizza tray.
Coming from the guy who's promoting wearing a medium, going to the gym every day, and he orders the most expensive and most food out of everybody.
It came with 5 different meats.
Correct.
He ate 5 bites.
Yeah.
The guy got a half of a tilapia fish as one of the 5 meats. And he orders it just because I said, don't order that.
Exactly.
Like, I think I'm going to order this combination. I'm like, don't order that. That's so much food. And he's like, no, I'm definitely ordering it now.
Yep.
He ate like I don't even know if he ate a third of it, honestly.
I ate nothing. I ate nothing of it.
No.
I mean, I think Saturday night was definitely the best.
Well,
Friday night was the hotel lobby.
Friday night was the lobby sale, right? So that was kind of like a hang at home kind of vibe.
Yeah.
You guys had a table in the off the lobby there, and
you guys had a table, and we were all hanging out with Ruler,
right?
Kyle,
I mean, you had a dinner table, a table in the restaurant.
Like me, David Sean, Josh Crouch, Gary Wallace. Love seeing these guys every year. That's the best part of the show, honestly, is seeing these guys every year and hanging out with them.
Yeah, so I mean, it was fun. It's fun to sell stuff. So I didn't mind doing a table, and you guys jumped in for me. I can grab a sandwich at one point, and sold a bunch of customs. I was surprised. I was like, if I sell a single figure, I'll be happy. Because I threw them in a bag and brought them. Wrapped them up, and I think I sold like 20 figures. So I was like ecstatic because I was like, that's bar money for the rest of the weekend. Let's go.
I mean, John sat there for 2 hours. John didn't sell $1. Then John goes, I'm hungry. Can you watch the table for me while I go eat? John comes back. I hand him $230. Here's all the sales that I just made for you.
True. That's true.
Where was I?
You were sleeping that night.
Sleeping.
Yeah, you were sleeping again.
Went to bed early.
You missed the whole entire lobby sale.
Yeah.
You would have bought so much cool stuff.
I don't think he would have bought anything. I heard that it was pretty weak.
Let's not mention about the guy who was going around telling people that somebody from our crew pissed in an ice machine. Let's get that out of the way too.
Well, that was
Charles while he was sleeping.
That was that night, right? That was the Friday night, because after the lobby sale, we went around to the room sales again, right? As a group.
Yeah.
And we had been drinking and for a couple of hours, and we're going around the hotel, which understand if you haven't been to the show, it's a large Sheraton hotel, and the convention center is literally, it's not even connected. It's part of the hotel. You literally walk down a big hallway, and that's where the next, part of the hotel is. So we, everybody that's there for the con took over the whole hotel. There's very few people there, like flight attendants who are staying there who are not part of our, the event. So there's no issues with noise and stuff like that. But we're going up and down the halls. We're raucous. We're loud. And we make our way over to whose room?
Rosenberg's room. Wasn't it
Rosenberg's room. We went around to pretty much all the sales that were open.
Yeah, everyone's room.
And we get over to Rosenberg's room, and somebody like pulled his banner down. It was like held up, by a couple of clips, and they just pulled it down as a joke. And two of the guys run over and, go to put it back up. And I go, you guys are stupid, because now you're going to get blamed for it being down. And of course, Mark comes out immediately and sees them. He's like, what are you guys doing with my banner? And then we're just going around the hotel. I mean, we're like a pretty tight group. And he tells me the next day, he's like, there's word going around that someone in your crew took a piss in the ice machine. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, literally, somebody pissed in the ice machine.
It was probably the film crew that was following us around.
So crazy.
I'm like, I'm trying to picture what this ice machine even looks like. I'm thinking, like, is it this little thing? Is it like a big restaurant double door thing? I don't even know.
Like an old school ice tray with a sliding door, and someone leaning into it and pissing into it, and that's not even what it is.
No, it's one of those machines.
Those little machines with a cup. So someone has to jack themselves up 7 feet in the air, and put their wiener on it, and
No, I think maybe they were peeing in the receptacle where the ice goes into.
Yeah, like it catches the extra ice, or
the extra cubes.
Yeah,
I don't know if anybody's climbing on top of an ice machine and sticking their wiener in the top cover or the ice.
No, but you have to go with it because it just sounds better.
I mean,
if anything, I saw John Walden sitting on top of there, pinching a loaf off in the top of the machine.
I mean, listen, there's some things around the hotel that we might consider sticking our wieners in, but the ice machine was not one of them.
No,
but we were genuinely kind of upset about that because I was shocked to hear that. And then I was like,
because we've been blamed in the past before for other things that we didn't do.
Right.
Yes, now that we're getting blamed for something else, it annoyed the crap out of me also.
Yeah.
Glad I was sleeping. I was
Char-
fast asleep.
Charles was fast asleep in the ice machine. So what was the resolution of that, though? Because I heard that it,
Well, to fast forward, he's going around telling everyone, saying, I heard someone from your crew peed in the ice machine, but it's not me. I'm just giving you the heads up. But when you say that to like 15 people, it basically sounds like you're going around and spreading the information now, right?
Yeah.
I had at least 5 or 6 different people come up to me and say, Did you hear the story that Rosenberg, is telling everybody that,
So now the next day we find out that someone did piss in the ice machine, but they had him on camera and the cops came and arrested them. And the person who did it is someone someone has like no one's ever seen him before. No one
not affiliated with any group or person or
whatever. No.
But we automatically get the blame.
Yeah, but we got the blame.
Well,
we got the blame because his sign fell down, and I think he was upset about it because someone ripped the sign down.
Well, listen, and when I say sign ripped down, I mean literally it takes like 2 clips to put it back up. It wasn't ripped; it just was, it was a 2-second thing. But no, somebody else who's well known, in the groups, literally saw the guy who did it or something, and he's like, no, it wasn't anybody that's with your group. He's like, I saw who it was, and he got arrested. Yeah.
Thankfully, that got resolved.
Yeah, that was about like a 24-hour thing for us, right? Took like a day to hear the resolution.
Yeah, we just didn't want to get booted from the show a second time.
No, I mean, we're pretty well behaved. I mean, we're having drinks and we get a little loud and we're laughing, but that's about as far as it goes.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know, like live a little bit. We're all away hanging out with friends we see once a year. I don't really think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah. Yeah. I say we take a break here and I think we should wrap this up and we could tell the stories about Saturday and Sunday on the next episode. What do you guys think?
Oh, here comes Charles.
Oh, good. I'll see you guys next week because I'm done then.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's wrap it up here. Stay tuned for the next episode. We're going to polish off the rest of our weekend. And also we can talk about Friday at the end of the show. We did our live podcast. So we'll start with that on the next episode. Tune in for that. And thanks very much for subscribing to the channel. Like this video and comment. If you were at the show, we want to hear how you had how the time that you had was. And if we got to see you or not.
Find out.
Comment.
Find out who pooped on the floor Saturday.
Yeah, who pooped in the janitor's mop bucket? We're going to talk about that some, next
Stick
week.
around for that.
All right. Support the show through Patreon/5 Idiots Talking Toys, and we will see you next time on the show. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.